everybody, and welcome back to my scrappy space. Thank you so much for joining me as I go through my Through the Rainbow color section of green. But one of the things that I'm going to start asking myself is, do you love it? Will you use it? Because there are papers that I love but I may not use, and I am finding that that is some of the questions that I need to ask myself as I start working through my color section. So join me as we go through this whole chunkamunka of green paper. To share with you the process that I've been kind of going through as I have been working my way through my paper. Now, when we first started, I just kind of went through and organized it into light, bright, medium, and dark. And now I'm kind of taking it a step further. I have finally decided to go ahead and do a subscription, and I am absolutely loving it. I have promised myself that I will not be hoarding it. And the first leg of the subscription is 3 months, and so I'm going to give myself a shot and see where I go, because like I've shared before, I get overwhelmed by my product. So I've gone through this, but I did not take anything out. I just wanted to look at it before so that I could talk to you about some of my thoughts and my ideas. So let's go ahead and get started, because there's a few pieces. Okay. This piece is a plaid, and it's whimsical, and I love it. I love the color. This is, I believe, Bow Bunny, and I think I will use this, so I'm going to go ahead and just flip it over. Plus, I look at the back, and I flip this over, and that looks gorgeous together. Absolutely gorgeous, and I know that I will do, if nothing else, I will do an angle, a happy horizontal, or if you know me, I may fussy cut that. So that piece is good. Here's another piece. Now this, I'm not too sure about. I don't love it, but I love that. So this is gonna come out, and this is going into my red section. Put that to the side. Now here is an adorable green, and then I have these pieces on the back that I will fussy cut if I decide that I don't need that. So actually I have a paper kit that I am using, and I'm gonna pull this because I'm either gonna use part of this gingham or I'm gonna fussy cut those. So I'm pulling that and I'm putting it with my other paper. So that's gonna go over there. This green I like. It's a little bright, but I think I will use it. This plaid is also bright, but I think I will use it. I will not use that. Now here is some, I know this paper pad, and it's been pretty funky, and I think I would probably use this before I use that. But I also have this paper, which goes with this as well. And I also have this paper here. Oh, I got another one too. So these, let's go ahead and go to this one. Now this is really cute and whimsical, but I don't know that I will use it more than once. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a paper kit right now with these, and then this was part of it as well. Now, my Nana used to say, when pigs fly. So I will probably use this one piece of paper, and I will use that as a story base. So I'm gonna pull this out and put it in another area because I want to remember that story. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm gonna pop it in here and try to use some of these other colors with it. I think that's a wonderful idea, Donna. Look at me go. And then I also have the backs of these. This gold I will never use. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull these, and I'm gonna remember to do, actually I'm gonna make a note put this to the side, make a note to do that layout with my Nana and pigs flying. Now, do I need 2 of them? No, no I don't. So this is going to go into the blessing box. So this is how I'm looking at each one of my pages. As I'm working through these, I will go through a couple of more, and then I'm going to put it on fast forward just a little bit so that we can get through this so it's not a 45-minute video. But I just kind of wanted to walk you through some of my process with what I am doing now. Now this bow bunny is adorable. I love it. Still love it. I think it'll be super cute, and that'll be a great layout right there. So I'm going to go ahead and flop that over. This is cute. I won't use the gnomes, but do I love it? I have a lot of product with this section, with this Simple Stories line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to the side and try to find some blue and yellow, and then also go find my Simple Stories so that I can make a paper kit. So I'm going to put that to the side. And when I do that, that is one of the things that I do with my 15 minutes in the morning. I always try to come into my space before I go to work. It just kind of settles me. I listen to a podcast or whatever, and I just kind of play for 15 minutes. So that's one of the things that I like to do. And so as I look through my papers and stuff like that, I can find what I'm looking for. This paper here, it's pretty, but I don't know that I will use it for this, but I may use it for that. This is what I'm going to come back to. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Here is a chevron from a paper pad, and I like that. Here are some frames. Now I do not need 2 of these. So this will go over into my other pile, my blessing pile, which will be over here. This is going to be on my thinking pile. So we have 2 on my thinking pile, and here's another chevron. Do I need 2 of these? I don't think I will. I think I'm going to bless somebody with that. Here is some super old paper from Keeping Memories Alive from 2001. Okay, this has been in my stash for a number of years. I think it either needs to be used or it needs to go. But I do like it. I do like the little florals here, so I am going to keep it. But Donna, you need to be using your stuff. Here is a green. And this is going to go into the thinking pile because I'm not sure I will use it. So let's put this in the thinking pile. And I will use that. Now, this just answered my question. This one goes into the blessing pile, and this will go into the keep pile for now. This is a fabulous, fabulous piece of paper, and I love both sides of it. So I'm going to be keeping that. And then I also will be going through and doing the light, bright, medium, and dark. But this is just kind of the process that I go through. Okay, this is some Creative Memories paper that I have had for a very, very long time. I love the design. I think it's really cool, but I have not used it, and it's dark, and I don't know that I will use it. But I don't know, I'm very hesitant to get rid of it for whatever reason. So I am going to put this in my maybe pile, or my think about it pile, excuse me. And it is thinner paper, but we also embrace that thinner paper can be utilized. So I'm going to put this in my thinking pile. This is super bright. goes in my thinking pile. Oh, this is a piece of paper that I thought was really a great idea. So this paper is a sketch to me. So if you look really close, it has an element here, it has some dots. This is actual stitching and the red, and I really, really like it. I don't necessarily care for the centers here, but we come from a very active family. We have 4x4s, motorcycles, snowmobiles, all of that. So I think I'm going to keep this, but I'm going to keep it for this side and not that side. So now I have this green gingham, and I love the color, and I have 6 pieces. My girlfriend and I, we split this, and then on the back side is red. So I know that I have 6 of them in another area, so I am going to be keeping all of these because I know I will utilize those. This is Christmas on Market Street, and it's a wonderful stripe. And on the back side is a Christmas. So what I'm going to do is I am going to keep 6 of these. To use for the green. Then I'm going to take a couple of these and I'm going to put them in my Christmas, and then I'm going to put 3 of them. Oh, I must have used one already. I did. I used it in a base page. So I'm going to put 2 of these in my Christmas, and the other 3 are going in the blessing pile. Our blessing pile is growing. Now, this is a wonderful little paper that I have, and I have a kit with it in my 30 days of sketches. This is one of the great things about going through your product, is that you remember things that you are working with. So I am going to put this with my page kit. So that's 2 pieces of paper that I've pulled out of my green that I'm going to put with my paper kits, or excuse me, my page kits that I'm working through my 30 days of sketches. That's number 2. This is an authentique paper, and I love it. I will use this. It's got dots on one side, stripes on the other. The weight is incredible. The color is incredible. This is Jungle Safari. This is pretty whimsical, but I'm going to keep it because I am still working through lots of little kid things, and so I will keep it. And this plaid is really nice too, so it's something that I can pull and utilize from. So those are both of those, so those will stay. Now, do you guys keep these in your color section, or would you move these out to like a floral or something like that? I'm curious to know. Oh, this is like one of my favorite basics that I get from Joann's. This is it's heavy duty and it's embossed and it's green, and I love it. I love it, I love it. I have lots of different colors with that. Here is another authentique, and it is the stripe and the green. Oh, it's the stripe and the dot, so I will definitely be keeping that. This is some stars, and I am not feeling this green color. It's, I don't know. I'm going to put it in my think pile. Here's some more of that embossed green. This stripe, I am not feeling at all. Here is some more of that authentique, and I know that I had that up here. Just a sec there, guys. Sorry. And then this is some green stripe that I pulled from a paper pad, and I will use this green stripe. And this I will use because it's wonderful and fun, and I will not blind you with the gold on the back. So, okay, now I have a plaid section. The plaids are tricky for me. I don't feel that I am a plaid person. I use them sometimes, but I find that I don't use them. Do you guys have I don't even know what to call it. You guys have a category that you have a harder time utilizing? I love the plaids and everybody else's stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And then when I start to use it, I struggle with it. So this one I am going to go ahead and bless somebody with. This one is super cute. I think I'm going to keep it, and maybe I just need a more simpler plaid. To me, it's not really plaid, and I apologize if you can hear the traffic. I have chosen the wrong time of day. Everybody's getting to work, and my window's a little bit cracked because it's finally decided to be spring or summer in my area, and the birds are singing, and I love to hear that, but everybody's going to work. So now this piece of paper is super old, but I really like the color and I like the whimsy feel. So I will keep both of those. Now here's a plaid. I don't care for it. So that'll go into the blessing pile. I like this plaid, but I think I'm only keeping one. I like this plaid, but I'm only keeping one. I'm gonna think about it. See, the plaids get me, they get me. So I don't like this plaid. I don't. So I'm gonna put that in the blessing pile. So it's a nice thick. Okay, here is another plaid. I think I like that one, but I'm only keeping one. I'm going to put this one in the think pile. And I'm only keeping one. This one, I will keep one. And I will bless one. Did I have this one earlier, or was it a different? Oh, it was a different green. Now this one is more of a Christmas greeny green, and I don't think I like it. Blessing pile. This one, I'm going to think about it. Ooh, I like that. It's not a plaid. Okay, so this one, there is two of these, and I'm going to put one in my think pile and one in my blessing. Look at that, you guys. So yeah, the plaids just are more difficult for me. And then watch, I'm gonna find something and then I'm gonna want all the plaids, right? Isn't that how it goes? All right, this green dot I absolutely love. This floral, I like one, but not the other. I only need one. This green I like, it's so whimsy. It's totally me. And then there's this one. Now, I was gonna just purge one of these, but I love this. I love the yellow little florals, and so I'm going to put one of these in my yellow, and I'll keep one in my green. This is these are tiny little florals and some peaches, and I will keep one of these. Let's put this. I will keep one, and then I will bless one. And then here are some little white daisies, and I will keep one of those, and I will bless one. And then here is the last one, and it is green with white, and I hope I'm not blinding you all. And I really like this paper as well. So now I will take this paper and I will sort it through light, bright, medium, and dark. And then I will also be choosing what I'm going to be doing my layout about. And I think I pretty much know. So come back and we will see what I've done. Okay, this is what I have arrived at. I have gotten my green paper down to this, and I am loving it, loving it. So what I did is I blessed some people with some of it. Some of it I put in my Christmas because I am going to be making cards for the elderly for Christmas, and I on the back side of the sheets that, I think it was this one. Yeah, that's adorable. And I thought I could make quite a few cards bases with that. So I took 3 pieces of this and put that in there. These are my lights. Just kind of a brief overview. My brights, which obviously are bright. And these are kind of lighter and they're going into mediums to me. I kept these together because I wanted to look at those together. And then, here, so sorry. And then mediums. And then going into the darks. I guess this one should probably be behind all these too. See, sometimes you just have to keep zhuzhing. So anyways, there is a quick overview of how I did my green papers. Now I also wanted to share with you what I've done with the rest of it. There was a couple that I wanted to make into stories. So this one, I made a story about when pigs fly. My Nana used to say that all the time. So I just pulled this because, hello, there's pigs flying. And I'm going to use this little paper kit or page kit. And then when that is done, I will probably be purging the rest of this. But I did want to go ahead and tell that story. The other thing that I did is I pulled a quick paper kit with these. I thought that looked so nice, and I'll bring in some white and some black, and that'll go into my little paper kit. Then, I don't know if this happens to you guys, but as I sort and go through things, I will lay things down. I was going to use that green, and then I flipped it over. Here was these adorable little yellow flowers with green, and I had this sitting to the side, and I had put that on there, and I'm like, oh, well, hello, that's adorable. So I don't know if this is going to be my green layout, because I kind of feel like it would be cheating because there's a lot of white, but I really like that. So either this is going to be my layout, or not this one, but I'm going to pull some elements, and I'm going to use that as this is going to be my sketch basically if I decide to do this one. And I will be using this paper here or this paper here. I haven't decided, and I don't know if I can get both of them to work. And this is a beautiful textured, I mean, it feels like Cartabella, but I don't think it is. I don't know where it came from, but this is the sketch that I'm going to utilize if I do decide to do this one, which is more green. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence about those two things. And then the other thing that I did is this was one that I was just kind of sitting on the fence about. And so I went ahead, and it was the back side of this, and I just cut it apart and made a quick diagonal cut on it to see if I would like it. And it's very sharp, and I grabbed this Felicity Jane ribbon that comes in the box and just kind of put it on there. So I don't know if I'm going to keep that. I don't know if I'll keep this white and just make a page with these elements and bring in some red, or I don't know. But I went ahead and just cut it because I think that made me be more, it just made me want to play with it more. So I just wanted to kind of share with you what I do with my paper when I do go through a color section. I'm really trying to just say, do you like it? Do you love it? And if it's a like, I put it in my maybe pile, and my maybe pile, I kept 3 pieces. That's it. And then the rest of it went into my blessing box. So come back. Oh. And then this was the other piece that I was on the fence about. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut some of these and see what I think. And if I like them as a fussy cut element, I will probably do a couple of more, and then the rest of it will go in my blessing box. Okay, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a super amazing day and you're out there making some memories. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.